Located in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada mountains of southern Spain, Granada is known as the last Islamic kingdom in Europe. Held by Christian Visigoths until 718, Granada is now a World Heritage City with remarkable landscapes, a melting pot of diverse culture and page-turning history. Expansionism was part of the lifestyle for nomadic Arabs, and from 633 AD to the year 700, Muslim Arabs expanded from the deserts of Medina to conquer Persia, Egypt, Jordan, and parts of North Africa. In 710, the Berber Tariq ibn Malik, a Muslim Arab officer, crossed the strait between Africa and Europe and successfully gained a foothold into Iberia. By the year 711, Granada was ruled by the Moors as they had become known. And in 718, the Moors took control over Christian Iberia and renamed the southern part of Spain Al-Andalus. From here, the intrigue and romance with Moorish culture begins. With the Moorish conquest came the introduction of irrigation and engineering, which led to the transformation of this naturally magnificent landscape. The pinnacle being the building of the Alhambra and general life. The riches of the Alhambra is not immediately obvious, in much the same way as a pomegranate, Granada's namesake. The rich fruit hides behind its rough, unassuming exterior. In a very Islamic tradition, the expression of occupation is turned inside out. The true beauty is revealed when one enters the palaces and gardens inside. Historic and contemporary accounts of Islamic design repeatedly refer to the use of light and shade, fragrance, the sound and expression of water as creating a sensual experience. All these elements are guided by order and balance in an effort to create an earthly paradise. The harsh desert of Medina, the massive extension of land and sky, shaped the development of Islamic architecture, taking it from its tent-like Bedouin forms to encompass the protective structure of the Alhambra. The tent-like forms of protection can be seen in its small social spaces, designed on an almost individual level in relation to the human scale. The patio of the many palaces in the Alhambra are typical of Nasrid architecture. Lopez explains that with a water source in the centre of the patio, surrounded by buildings, it is closed to the outside. This can be seen as a return to the Bedouin tent, with the internal patio a profusion of colour. Piers declares that the slender columns of the patio are symbolic of tent poles, and the brilliantly coloured walls with their fantastic adornments represent the flimsy, filmy draperies, the tapestries and hanging rugs of tent interiors. In the heyday of the Islamic kingdom, the society of Granada was made up of three Abrahamic religious groups: the Muslims, Moors, Christians and Jews. It is said to have been a relatively peaceful coexistence and was termed convivencia, with toleration extended to the non-ruling minorities. Professor Mark Cohen from Princeton University wrote that while monotheistic religions were by nature mutually intolerant, the Christians and Jews quietly endured their lower status and legal inequality, and even the occasional bout of violence, in return for general security and the ability to practice their religion. Religion is central to Muslim culture and is expressed through every endeavour. Whether it be music, food, architecture or prayer, it is considered a deep expression of a rich culture. Whilst the Alhambra is not a mosque, it incorporates every aspect of Muslim culture and is calligraphed with one phrase almost 9,000 times: "Only God is victorious." 1590s, attracted by its Arab character, Moroccans en masse immigrated to Granada. Spanish converts to Islam from all over Spain also came in search of an Islamic and Arab past. The neighbourhood of the Albazin is directly below the Alhambra and full of Arab tea houses, falafel stands and souvenir shops, reinvigorating the Arab quarter, which was previously run down. Religion and tradition have shaped and continue to shape Granada's built environment. Can lessons be learned from the past that set the stage for another golden age of coexistence in Granada? We believe it can be, and have developed a further connection to integrate the cultures and their history.
Now, it's not enough just to tell a story. That's powerful. But people need to experience the story. They need to be able to live the story. How would you do that? And that was my thinking of how would you do that? And that's what comes to the first step here. Because the simple way to do that is you go for a walk. You go for a walk in the footsteps of Abraham.